Yes, my lord, that's the end of the paragraph on page 013.
But you have failed to show how the results were. Jason.
My lord, I've stated in my petition how the results were affected.
My lord, I think I will stop there.
Oh, okay.
My lord, I'm ready to take over.
Okay. So, to focus on the
Yes.
don't repeat what
No.
My Lord, I'll be well guided.
you are
Samuel.
You mentioned your name.
Samuel is the name. Yes, Ajat. Ajat, your name again? Ajat. Your statement pertaining to the results that the agents will appear. The agents will not give you results and that will appear to answer to that. Is that your statement as the reason for you not answering some of these issues?
My lord, clearly in the
Confirm it was your statement.
the 14 polling stations, I've stated in the petition that the vote SURVE results.
No, my senior colleague, in attempting to take us to the county, it was a statement that the agents in those 14 polling stations will appear because they did not give you results. And that's why you're not responding. You stand by that? That's the reason.
In the petition, my lord,
Not in the
the
petition.
failure to return.
You understand? My question. I picked it from your line. You stated, we were talking about the number of votes having been counted, where you appeared and your husband. It was your statement that you will not respond to that because the agents, according to you, will appear. They did not give you the results, but they will appear on this issue.
I did not get the results from those polling stations, if that's what you're asking.
Those results were from your agents. That's the case? With your agents.
There are no results from the 14 polling stations.
So, is it your case that your agents did not participate in any counting at the 14 polling stations? It's your evidence they did not count. Is that the case?
No, my lord, but they did not come back to me with results of those polling stations.
They did not. In paragraph 10 of your evidence, the said agents chose to report about everything that paragraph 10 of your affidavit.
What page is that?
Page 13. Those agents in paragraph 10 chose to give you a thorough report about what transpired on incidents you allege of chaos, of violence, and the like, but not about the voting and the counting. Is that your evidence?
The paragraph says, I have been informed by the above persons
Yes.
that the
You can read.
information I verily believe to be true and correct, that despite incidences of chaos, riot, and violence, especially at Azangola polling center, the voting itself, voting
Yes.
at the said polling stations took place
Between 7 and 4
within
p.m.
the regular voting time
Between 7, read.
of 7 a.m. and 4 p.m. and many voters voted at that.
So you confirm that voters from your agents, voters voted,
Yes, my lord.
and that votes were counted.
No, my lord.
What time is the counting of votes?
It's supposed to be normally 5 p.m.
Because they are giving you a record, it means they recorded that voting took place. That record is clear. Voting took place between 7 and closing time of 4 p.m. But then omit or neglect to tell you that there was counting. Okay. You want us to believe that detail. Let's go back to the incidents of chaos and violence. Did they tell you at which polling stations, one by one? Because you have the time between 7 and 4, I don't know at what time, at least that record. The counting is not here. What time was the chaos and the violence? Paragraph 10. Did they give you that report? Is it one of the information?
My lord, the agents at the 14 polling stations stated that, yes indeed, there was violence and chaos at those polling stations, and that's the reason why they did not have the results.
In that report, what time did they specify? Okay, did they specify the time? Was it towards 4? Because then the voting went on until 4. Was it at 9 a.m.?
No, my lord.
What time then? Did they tell you or they did not?
They mentioned that the violence
Okay, let me give you
in
one.
the afternoon, late afternoon.
Kalemba Herbert at Imbogo Primary School playground. Kalemba. Yes.
My lord,
That is
1187. The affidavit for Mr. Herbert Yalimba. Yes, my lord.
Yes. What time? That's can never happen.
Paragraph.
What time the chaos and the violence? Is it there or it is not? It is not.
You are asking the witness about some days. Maybe you should speak to her.
Yes, my lord. My lord,
Speak to her.
I'm obliged.
Now she can find some days.
Because it is not here. That's the emphasis. So I put to you that you do not know the time. You are not aware. Is it within your knowledge? Yes or no?
No, my lord, but there are statements within Mr. Yalimba.
No, your knowledge.
No specific time.
No
my lord.
specific time. Between 7 and 4 p.m. Then would I be right? Can ignore that. Ajat. Ajat Nambi, let's leave that agent. It's not there. It's there. We also don't know the number of voters who turned up at that polling station. Do you?
No, my lord.
So would I be right to state that you don't want the truth in the numbers of voters?
No, my lord.
Everything they reported but the numbers. Okay. Everything.
My lord, maybe I just wanted to direct the witness. The witness is such that
It helps us.
I'm
I'm okay with it, my lord.
Not the kind of direction I'm speaking about. I just very them. When the lawyer is asking a question, please look at him, listen to the question. And this is a feeling that you're looking at the different issue and listen to the question. Please listen to the question.
That's true, my lord. You can go back to your affidavit. That's why I said an abandonment. Go back to
Do that
paragraph.
if you are after. Do that after.
So generally, would I be right to state that your agents gave you information or reported about the counting, but that you don't want to tell us the truth in the numbers of voters? The reason that you are not telling us about the counting, would I be right or wrong?
No, my lord. That's not correct.
Well, probably I take you back to the said agents. You refer to agents. Let's go to paragraph 9. Let's try to be more general. My lord, paragraph 9 is more general, so that I don't go one by one. It is your statement that you had the following polling agents at the same polling station. Who is an agent? polling agent for this purpose? Who is an agent according to you?
An agent, my lord, is a representative of either candidate.
An agent is a representative of each candidate
at a given polling station.
given polling station. Would I be right to state that you now will be the principal and the following 14 will be the agents? Simplified. You, Nambi, the principal, and the agents, you as Nambi.
Yes, I was the candidate and they were those were my
So you are
agents.
Nambi's agents. So it's your statement that you appointed agents in the 14 polling stations. Is that correct?
My lord, I appointed agents as per
I
the
appointed.
appointment letters attached
Yeah.
to
That's page 31 to 44. My lord, 31, 44. So are these the appointment letters appointing your agents, you now? 31. Going here because the petition is about you and the agents.
Which page are you referring to?
31.
31?
Yes. It took us to 31 to 44. So your evidence. Your evidence.
Is that the page?
Page 31.
Council assisting your... Show to us 31, page 31.
Not took us to the agents.
Yes. Receiving the...
So are those the appointment letters by you appointing your agents?
my lord. These are the agents that were appointed.
Were they appointed by you?
They were appointed by,
Were they appointed by you?
no, my lord, but by the National Resistance Movement Electoral Commission.
Are you the NRM?
According to,
Are you the NRM?
this was a procedure within the NRM for by-elections.
Clarity, please read.
Eneweddeko.
This according to these are the people you rely on.
National Resistance Movement 031 C1. National Resistance Movement Electoral Commission is the headed
Appointment as NRM, official polling agent.
appointment Herbert Abemba, NRM official candidate Nambi Farida, Gongo candidate for Kawempe North. Appointment as NRM official polling agents in Kawempe Division North constituency election 2025.
In accordance with the law.
In accordance with the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, 1995, as amended, the Electoral Commissions Act, the Parliamentary Elections Act, and the NRM Constitution, you are hereby appointed as NRM polling agents in the parliamentary by-election of 13th March 2025 at Bogo Primary School Playground A-AS, Polling Station in however one ward, however division, North constituency. You are authorized to present at the polling station and perform such duties over polling agents as prescribed by the law. In carrying out this assignment, you are enjoined to observe the NRM Constitution and the laws of the Republic of Uganda. Thank you for accepting to be part of the NRM team, signed by the chairperson, NRM Electoral.
So you confirm they are not signed by you, Nambi?
My lord, this is according to
The letter, please. They are not appointed by you. Okay.
Yes, they were not
The letters were not signed by
They
you.
were not signed by me, but by the NRM Electoral Commission, my lord, as per the NRM.
So confirm,
On the bylaws.
confirm that you are appointed as NRM polling agents, as stated in that letter.
On my behalf, as the NRM official candidate.
Confirm that you were appointed as NRM polling agents. Well, were you issued, probably, to assist you, were you issued with guidelines in this election by the second respondent? Probably not aware. Were you issued the guidelines?
Yes, we were issued with guidelines.
Did this form conform to those guidelines? Confirm that this did not conform to the guidelines. And that paragraph 9, that you had the following agents at the same polling stations is false. You as Nambi.
My lord, I had these agents appointed by my party, which is the internal rules procedure for elections.
According to the guidelines, was it you to appoint Yalimba Herbert? According to the guidelines.
My lord, my colleague is referring to guidelines that he is not pointing out. I would be grateful if you point the witness to any particular
My
guidelines.
lord, that's why you will come back. She answered that she has the guidelines. My lord, my colleague will come.
The guidelines, my lord, I was referring to, that I was pointed at were for the NRM.
So the Electoral Commission did not issue any guidelines to you? Or you're not aware? Assist you.
Those were for electoral commissions, but in this particular response, my lord, I was referring to
So you followed.
the appointments.
In appointing these agents, you followed the NRM guidelines and not the EC guidelines. Is that the position? So yes or no, what did you follow?
We followed all guidelines.
Did you follow the EC guidelines in appointing Yalimba Herbert, Namato Sarah, Ninsima, Mauritia, Gordon Salim Saleh, Semkwao Doi, Alumas Jessica, Wagala Olivia, Foba Victor, Wamanya Silva, Ruby Sarah Sanyu, Zainab Farida, Namunida Grace, and Chikamu Eli. Which guidelines did you follow? Because these are the people we are relying on in this election.
Yes, my
You
lord,
are right.
This, according to the NRM Constitution, my lord, these polling agents were appointed on my behalf. By virtue of this appointment later, my lord.
Did you participate in NRM elections prior to this election? NRM
my
elections. Yes, Your Honor. My lord. My Lord, were these NRM elections for you to be guided by the NRM guidelines? Were they NRM elections?
My Lord, according to NRM, this is
Confirm that they were national elections.
This was the procedure that we used in this by-election
And
other by-elections.
confirm we are talking about a general election, not a general election. Just confirm. Answer. Well, to rest this point, would I be right to say that you, Nambi, never appointed any agents to rest this case? You, Nambi.
I participated in this process together with the NRM party since I was their official candidate. My Lord.
You show us where you signed according to that participation is what I'm looking for. Because you're saying information from my papers. Show us where you signed as participation in this process. Is it clear?
My Lord, I think all these agents, if brought forward, they would confirm that I was part of the process in briefing, in training, and in the final day of the elections. And this is part and parcel with the NRM constitution.
I put to you that there is no signature of the Nambi, the candidate appointing agents. Well, my Lord, I wish to ask the witness if she's aware, because we may not have the benefit. Are you aware that some of the people who made those statements about agents will not be presented in court for cross-examination? Are you aware? That's why I want you to answer some of these questions. Are you aware?
Yes, I'm aware according to the ruling of yesterday.
That they will not be cross-examined about these statements.
Yes, I'm aware.
Can you also confirm? We go back to paragraph 10. Enumerating the incidents at all these polling stations of chaos, violence, etc. Can you confirm that you are not there at each of these 14 polling stations?
Yes, my Lord.
Can you confirm, therefore, that you did not see any such chaos? I'm trying to rush through. Just confirm that we don't problem.
Yes, my Lord.
And as you stated, you confirmed that your role was, I only voted and went back home. I voted and went back home with your husband. That was your. You voted, went back home with your husband.
I don't see that anywhere in the affidavit.
No. She said it. That she went to, my Lord, she went voting with her husband. Well, just tell us precisely, rest that issues and agents, just the roles. There are roles that you know. The roles of agents.
My Lord,
at a polling station?
the agent, as I stated, should represent candidate for that given party at a polling station or an independent candidate. And the rules are to observe that the voters are verified, then to observe that the election is carried out according to the Elections Act, to observe, to write the number of votes that are being tallied.
The right number of votes tallied?
That are tallied, that are counted and tallied at the
Counted and tallied.
at the polling station. And then to return the DRF form.
Return DRF form. Is that all that you know? That's all you know? Okay. It is your statement that one of their roles is to verify voters at these polling stations, and was such one of the assignments by the NRM. Is it within your knowledge?
It's within my knowledge that the polling agents received confirmation from the EC officials at the polling stations. The verification of each voter took place.
Oh,
My Lord.
so verification of each voter took place. Can you tell us how many were verified? I'm going there because I may not have some of these people. How many were verified at each of these?
I cannot answer that.
So did the agents carry out the assignment of the party? So I know why you have a problem. Do you know for a fact that the guidelines I was referring to, polling agents shall be appointed by a candidate? Because you had both guidelines. This is rooted out, you know. Not more than 2 representatives, all polling agents shall be appointed by a candidate. And the appointment shall be in writing, addressed to the presiding officer of the polling station. That is the letter I'm looking for, so that I qualify statements to you. Where is that letter under paragraph 9? That confirms your paragraph 9. The following polling agents. Or is maybe you are tangled doing?
No, my Lord, I'm not
So 9,
our chair.
paragraph 9. Can you confirm that this is a false statement? 9. That is what I want. You cannot rely. Paragraph 9. In view of the guidelines. Well, I don't want us to go because was Tango Doi a candidate in this election?
No, my Lord. But
So,
our chair.
but you know for a fact that you are supposed to verify voters. Let's then know how many were verified at each of these polling stations. The 14. You don't know.
No, my Lord.
So again, as stated by you, that you were supposed to write the number of votes counted and tallied at the polling station. This they did not do. Is it your statement?
My Lord, in my petition and in many
They did not write the number of votes counted and
the
tallied.
polling agents, they mentioned why that was so from the 14 polling
Okay,
stations.
so you want us to state that the roles of your purported agents of verifying voters, writing the number of votes counted and tallied, and returning ER forms were not performed, but they went on flourish into reporting only chaos, violence. You want us to believe you this statement?
Yes, my Lord.
And that despite that confirmation, you stand by your statement that voting went on from 7 to 4 as provided for by the law. Confirm. The only missing element.
According to the affidavits, my Lord, yes.
Now that according to affidavits, again, probably this is your evidence, not these other people. We went to numbers where there was a presupposition that probably all people would turn up. You confirm you do not know how many did. That's the confirmation statement.
Yes, my Lord.
So if you did not, if you don't know the number, is it then attributable? Would it be attributable to your averment in paragraph 11? Because that's what you want to state. Are you attributing this to, again, the allegation that electoral materials and documents were destroyed? Is that the source of your information? I'm trying to make sense out of this. No audience, you did not talk about this, but then you talk about it. Are you attributing it to your statement that electoral materials and documents were destroyed? That's
My
paragraph
Lord.
11. Paragraph 13 of your affidavit is okay. The petition. Go to your affidavit. Please, let's restrict ourselves to it. I'm only in 2 paragraphs, 9, 10, 11.
I will state it, my Lord, the paragraph. I say that I'm further informed by the affirmation persons, which information I verily believe to be true and correct that during the counting of the votes at the said polling stations, there was violence and chaos and commotion, as a result of which there was no results declared and transmitted for those polling stations. And second, the electoral materials and documents were destroyed.
So you confirm that there was counting. In paragraph 11, it's your statement, there was counting. You state this, you are embedding it, there was counting, according to paragraph 11.
Yes, my Lord.
Confirm. And that during counting, ordinary agents write, because there is counting. Ordinarily,
My
you
Lord,
confirm.
in an ordinary circumstance,
Yes.
yes, my Lord,
Did-
but this was not ordinary.
between 7 to 4. Okay, counting people who have turned up to vote. 7 to 4. Ordinarily, they right is turned up. Because you say you don't know the number of those who turned up. At least, what is that they gave you? From the rules as stated by you. It's not.
My lord, in the 14 polling stations, we did not receive the results as mentioned.
So, are you running away from paragraph 11, aforementioned passage, that there was counting of votes at the same polling stations? Are you retracting this evidence? So that we know which you're retracting and
No,
what
my
you're
lord.
So you stand by that there was counting? Okay. Yes, going back to you attributing these issues to the materials destroyed, as provided, as you stated in paragraph 11. Can you state what you, Nambi, know the electoral materials and documents referred to? You name those that were destroyed.
According to the agents reporting to me, my lord, was informed that the ballots, the containers that carry the ballots, and then also the biometric machines were some of the documents, the items that were destroyed on that day, and others were the discs.
Did you have such evidence in your petition on the ballots that were destroyed in the evidence? Do you have any? Yes or no? Ballots, these ballots. Well, I'll take you back.
Yes, my lord. And
Yeah, you
they
have
are
information.
electro materials.
So
ballots
ballots.
are still electro materials.
So ballots were one of
And the
those.
documents.
Do you know that one of the, ordinarily, what happens at a polling station, the ballot books and number of ballots, before you even commence, are the primary issues. There are 2 booklets, this number of ballots at a given polling station. Did you at least receive that information between 7 and 4? How
My
many
lord,
ballots?
according to the affidavits of the agents, they confirmed that at the start of the elections, there was compliance.
So, compliance at the start. How many ballots did Yalimba tell you? At least those which were destroyed because they are disclosed. Yalimba happened at Imbogo Primary School. You have such evidence. So that we ascertain. Given number of ballots were brought and were destroyed. You have this in evidence.
I just got information about the polling stations where there's destroyed.
You do not have the evidence about the number of ballot papers.
My lord.
So I'm getting it that apart from the chaos, violence, even when it was smooth as stated, the agents did not report anything about the voting exercise.
No, my lord.
Despite the calm atmosphere. Okay, do you have evidence then on the containers, those about boxes, in your petition? I need the evidence. How are they destroyed? Were they burnt down? Do you have any such evidence on the said containers, about boxes, in your petition? Doesn't matter whether it's hearsay.
No, my lord, but it's encompassed in the electoral materials and documents that were destroyed.
So you leave it to us to imagine. Is that your case? Is it in this petition? How many, the number, and how?
No, my lord.
It's not. BVVK. What is the BVVK? You mentioned BVVK. You educate me. You mentioned it as one of the, because I am imagining how a BVVK was destroyed. And the information, most important. Tell us, do you know BVVK machine?
The biometric machine, my lord. Yes, I know it.
Yes, tell us. Tell us the purpose of a BVVK that you know.
Verify the voter.
So, is it true that you go to a polling station, gets your forensics, and confirms that you're a registered voter at a polling station? Because you know it. Yes? Is it your statement? Because voting, you come, it verifies you. That is all I want. You're a registered voter. And it stores that information.
Yes.
So is it true that using a BVVK, even if your agents have negated to tell you, can you use the BVVK to ascertain the number of voters who turned up at the polling station? Okay.
I can.
You can? You can't. You went wrong there.
My lord, if every voter has used the biometric machine, it will be able to show that everyone.
And you would be capable of using it to ascertain the number of people at least who turned up.
Yes.
Did you request for such information from the Electoral Commission to assist? Did you or did you not?
No, my lord.
To your belief, would it have been essential? You are proving, would it have been an essential element? 12%, no. It's not 100%. Like my senior colleague was giving you generously. Would it be essential?
My lord, I request the second respondent
Would it be
to
essential?
help us with the answer.
Would it be an essential element for this purpose?
Yes, my lord, it's essential.
So to conclude on this, between the BVVK and information from your lawyers. I've seen it in paragraph 13 and paragraph 14. Where you say, I am informed by my lawyers when associated advocates with information. I verily believe it to be true. That there was non-compliance with the provisions laid down in the Parliamentary Elections Act relating to elections, and that the non-compliance and failure to hold elections in accordance with those provisions affected the result. And further informed by my lawyers, which information I very believe to be true and correct, that the overstated failure and non-compliance disenfranchised the voters at the impugned polling stations, including myself, a voter at the Ngobo Primary School playground. Disenfranchised. Who would you choose as Nambi between the BVVK and your lawyers? Who would you choose to have better information on this non-compliance and disenfranchisement between the BVVK and your lawyers? Where would we get?
My Lord, if I had the biometric machines, would be them, but in this instance, they were not there.
What would you request for them? You said no. Would you then rely on the hearsay evidence from your lawyers if the BVVK were available? Would you then? Well, if you can't answer that, well, let me paraphrase it. Would I then be right to say that you ignored the BVVK for fear of the truth again in the numbers?
My Lord, they were not available.
Well, it is not very hard to ascertain why you do not know. It's because you are relying on information from people even where you confirmed you are not there. Confirmed. Even the information of these materials is from your lawyers. My Lord, I'm looking at information from paragraph 10, 11. I'm informed the legal agents is in 11. At 10, 11, we have 13, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, and so on. My Lord, the witness has admitted that all this evidence is hearsay. I heard from my lawyers, from my agents. I confirm some of them will not come to this court. My Lord, it's my submission on this issue that a party, my Lord, can rely. Actually, I can raise an objection at this stage, my Lord, like I'm doing during trial. And it's my prayer, actually, that all this evidence, paragraphs 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 16, 19, and so on, my Lord, all based on hearsay evidence. The same, my Lord, I submit is inadmissible. It cannot be considered during trial going forward. Because we are not making headway. Witnesses may not be considered, and I pray that it be expunged. From record for being hearsay. Lord, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, all 16, 18, 19, all 19, 20, 20, largely that, my Lord. My Lord, the elementary style under section 59 of the Evidence Act, I pray that all these amendments be expunged off the record for being hearsay evidence. Lord, I submit that evidence, admissible evidence, must be of that witness who says he or she saw the given issue and was there, or heard. My Lord, specifically, we have several decided cases, one of them being retired Colonel Dr. Kiza Besije versus Kakuta Museveni. This area was canvassed, and the ratio was that such evidence would be expanded. My Lord, my colleague will submit on that authority going forward. My Lord, I think the starting point would be